Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien in Bubba. Today on Friday, May 21st, 2021, TGIF. And today's commentary is on the winners and losers of the ceasefire. So yesterday, President Biden was speaking about the ceasefire that Egypt arranged with Israel and Hamas. Yeah. And it looked like President Biden was trying to take credit for it. That's terrible when the president tries to do that. And the winners and the losers of this ceasefire. Well, Joe Biden is one of the biggest losers around, along with the United States. And Iran is probably laughing to the bank right now. But the biggest loser of all, I say, is the Gaza Strip Palestinians, and second loser of all, the West Bank Palestinians, the Gaza for allowing Hamas to do this to them, and the West Bank Palestinians for going along with it. So now, the ceasefire is here, and you're going to see Biden and all the rest of those, over there. Oh, we got to help the Palestinians. Yeah. So there will be billions of dollars poured into Gaza. And out of every dollar you spent there, a dime, if at all, goes to the Palestinians. The rest of the stuff, maybe 60 cents on the dollar goes to Iran, and the remainder to Hamas. So who loses here? Well, the Americans lose because they got a dum-dum for president, even worse than Trump. The Israelis lose because they played right into Iran's hand. The Saudi Arabians lose because now Iran has a good idea of, okay, now I know how we can get the Saudi Arabians out of this mess. Because those 11 days proved Iran's theory. Who's going to pressure Israel? And who's going to stand by? Saudi Arabians stood by. And the Americans pressured Israel. Yeah. And the Egyptians were the brokers because, hey, they got a border at Gaza over there that's everybody goes through that border like it's cheese, Swiss cheese. Yeah. And the Jordanians are standing by like we're caught between a rock and a hard place. And I can see that, King Abdullah, there. You're caught between a rock and a hard place here. Because now Iran knows how far it can push. And now it's going to be sitting down with Hamas and saying, okay, we need to rebuild your arsenal. We need to update your military tactics. And we need some Republican guards to help you over there. Yeah. And the next time, it's not even going to be rockets. It's going to be rockets and ground forces and air forces from Iran. Yes. So that means that when you're supposed to be rebuilding Gaza, you were doing that back in 2014, weren't you? Yeah. Well, you rebuilt the arsenal for Hamas back then. But they didn't have this level of sophistication that they got with Iran here. And the next time those rockets are not just going to be Katyusha rockets. They're going to be sophisticated short-range missiles. The Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, all those buildings they lost, all the people they lost, all they're getting is in return for their ceasefire is hate and more converts to Hamas. So that's what Hamas is getting. Hamas is getting money and weapons, and the leaders of Hamas are going to be a wealthy men. And Iran is getting a way of getting at Saudi Arabia from the west on the Egyptian side, all the way to the Red Sea, on the north from the Jordanian side. So they got already Iraq is under their control for mostly. So they're going to have all these, and they're not going to wait another 7 years. And the rebuilding of Gaza is going to be put on hold like it was in 2014. The West Bankers are going to be left holding the bag. And Biden, well, he's going to be with a worse international situation about a year and a half from now, because now Iran knows how far the United States will let Israel go because of the world pressure and those poor Palestinians who lost again. They're the biggest loser. The biggest winner here, Iran. Iran's laughing all the way to the bank. They needed an extra source of cash, so they got it. We gotta help build the Palestinians in Gaza. And only a dime of that's going to the politicians for every buck you put in there. The rest is going between Hamas, probably 40%, and 60% of it over there to Iran. And the Americans, they get left holding the bag. Although with Mr. Biden over there, you got to be playing the lullaby because he'll be... Anyway, this is your favorite alien and Bubba saying, so long, good day.